große Umschweife würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal rein. Letztes Mal haben wir ja die Mörder unseres Vaters oder so ähnlich abgemurkst und sind in seine Festung eingefallen, haben dort alles erobert, so. Sein Sohn ist wie so ein kleiner Feigling reingehauen und deswegen hatten wir auch kurz vor Folgenende letztes Mal noch so einen kleinen Streit, weil wir sind dann zu König Harald in seine Stadt gegangen, weil der uns ja eingeladen, was heißt er eingeladen hatte, aber uns halt Truppen zur Verfügung gestellt hat, das Wort habe ich gesucht, und um diesen Kwiatr abzumurksen, aber gleichzeitig hat er irgendwie auch mit diesem Kwiatr zu tun gehabt, also irgendwas ist da shady, aber kurz vor Ende der Folge haben wir dann noch den Sohn von dem Kwiatr in der Stadt des König Haralds angetroffen. Es gab ein bisschen Gerangel, aber da der König Harald einen Frieden über seine Stadt verhängen kann oder sowas ähnliches. Auf jeden Fall jeder, der da Streit anfängt, wird verbannt und ja, hat die Gunst des Königs verloren. So in etwa. Und deswegen durften wir den nicht einfach abstechen. Und Smack ins Face hat er trotzdem gekriegt, aber er leider nicht. Genau, da machen wir jetzt weiter. Mal gucken, was der König Harald noch so alles für uns hat. Auf jeden Fall haben wir jetzt wieder Knochen getötet. Ich denke, jetzt muss als nächstes. Ja, genau, der Ting steht an, also die Versammlung. Werden wir mal erfahren, was dieses doppelte Spiel des guten König Haralds eventuell zu bedeuten hat. Ich bewege mich ab sofort nur noch so vor. Einmal nur den Überblick kriegen. Sowohl Geheimnisse als auch. Obwohl, nee, ein Wealth ist hier in der Stadt. Meins. Get out of my way. Gebt mir eure Wertgegenstände. Alle. Mehr! Also alles in allem ist es schon ein echt schönes Spiel geworden. Was ist denn los? Mein Güte. Okay, aber langsam aber sicher stehe ich auf die Herbleiste, weil bei Horizon Zero Dawn war es ja so, dass man, wenn ich es eingesetzt habe, immer nur Teile des Kreises verbraucht hat, um Teile meines Lebensbalkens wieder aufzufüllen. Aber ich habe sozusagen 2 Heilungen ready, die dann einen festgelegten Wert an Leben wiederherstellen. Und alles, was oben drüber hinaus piekt, sagen wir mal. musst du nur mit Schmackes anklopfen.
Tell me Gorm still lives, Eivor.
It pains me to say. He does.
Thank you. His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
Many of you knew my father, Halfdan the Black. A great man who achieved great things.
They buried Halfdan's leg near our temple. The crops have never grown taller.
They buried his arse near ours, and we get nothing but a muddy river.
I dream of something greater. A vast kingdom of warriors in numbers the world has never seen. United under one king, one rule. Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify. And turn our blades outward to conquer new lands. And who better to lead us to glory than me? I was blooded before the age of 10, and I led the greatest army Norway has ever seen. But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Hjor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not limp together. We fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Ljuvina. But I hold no grudge. May the fates grant you good luck.
My king, I offer you my axe and my oath, ironclad.
Gorm Kjotveson, you dare show your face in this hall. Did not King Styrbjörn and his son Sigurd rid our lands of your foulness?
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotve. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
Background! You lie! Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die. Eivor Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer. This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
Oh. Töten? Was sehr befriedigend wäre. Banishen? Was ihnen wahrscheinlich mehr wehtun würde als der Tod. Oder dem König die Wahl überlassen, aber das würde ich ungern machen.
I would send him to hell as I did his father.
Understandable. But a quick death is too good for a Draugr like him. Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exile. Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
Ha! Get out of here.
King Harold, may I speak?
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us. My kingdom is humble, but we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harold brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee to him.
What? What in hell's name are you doing, father?
Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished.
You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield a title that should be mine by right.
Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace.
You will die a thrall. You'll drink addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
Forgive my son. He is ruled by his emotions.
I take no offense, Styrbjörn Jarl, and I thank you for your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end. The lessons of Ragnarok are clear. We will speak again soon.
Schwierige Sache. Schwierige Sache.
There was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
Oh, schwierig.
All I know of fate is that its pattern is unknowable. I do not worry beyond that fact.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
You have nothing to fear from me, King Harald. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd, and I bear you no ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me. Take tomorrow to think on this. But let us leave these matters for another time. Tonight, we will eat and drink like gods and wake in a kingdom made new.
Ah, irgendwie ist der König. Ja, shady. Na klar hat er ja irgendwo recht, so ein vereintes Reich ist von Vorteil für alle, so weniger Mini-Kriege und so ein Scheiß. Aber das zu erzwingen, so, wenn ihr hier bleiben wollt, dann dient unter mir oder verpisst euch. So, verpisst euch aus eurer Heimat, so. Schon nicht der smoothste Weg, Harald, ey. Das hätte man doch besser machen können. Sorry.
Harald's colors. He is already marking his territory.
Marking? Gods, he's spraying like a horny pup.
Harald may be young, but he's clever. Do not underestimate him. He came of age very quickly.
You there! What are you doing? If you wish to have words, come closer.
Nein, ich will euch. Oh, kann ich mit? Was kann ich mit dem quatschen?
Are you one of Harald's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harald take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Fornburg, warrior.
Ich hätte gerne eigentlich alle abschrecken, aber...
I have not had the win all day. I must turn this around.
It's Eivor. Open the door.
Come in, but keep your voice down. We'll alert Harald's men.
Where will we live?
The English will fight back. The Wasp will never...
2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harold?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward. To newer lands.
Ah, da kommt die
To
ins Spiel.
England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages. I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing? In a land we do not know? Among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
Okay, hat ja schon recht. Ach komm, wir schaffen das auch ohne.
If you object, I understand. Let your father keep Kjotve's riches. England will have riches and cargo enough for us.
Good. I did not want this cloud hanging over us. It is a wise leader who considers the need of others.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
Ja, fett. Auswandern! Ich dachte, da gibt's ein bisschen mehr so, das ist mein Zuhause-Beef, so. Nicht gedacht, dass die alle einfach so reinzecken.
How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
Oh yeah. Auf zur großen Reise. But wait a minute. Die große Preisfrage ist, ob ich aus England wieder zurückkomme. Ja, locker. Das sind doch ganze Gebiete, die nie angetatscht wurden. Wir können jetzt schlecht von mir erwarten, das alles zu erledigen, oder? Auch nicht jetzt einfach nur so. Was ist das? Ich spreche jetzt mit Sigurd, dann wird locker wieder zurück nach Norwegen kommen können. Das wäre doch sonst komplett scheiße.
I don't like the way those soldiers watch me. I find it flattering. You think one will marry you when...
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there is a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
I suppose.
I'm ready. Let us tank to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance has passed. Look.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Jetzt doch nur eins, ey. Jetzt nicht so rumweicheiern. Hat man sich halt aus Versehen verpasst. Einfach gleich loslegen.
Sigurd,
What is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
It is easy to lose one's way on the road to glory. Do not let false victories blind you to what is true.
You talk of false victories to me, old man? A sad old bear who destroyed his honor with one bent knee. The further I sail from this place, the louder I will sing.
I will be his anchor, Lord.
No. You must be his better half. May Agir bless your voyage.
Ich hoffe so sehr, dass man wieder zurückkommt. Es ist so viel Stuff, den ich gerne erledigen würde. Aber ich würde jetzt auch gerne erstmal ein bisschen die Story voranziehen. Wir lassen es jetzt drauf ankommen, Leute. Sit!
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those pools!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backroutes. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Ragnar, sing a song to lift our hood.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor, and on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Raven Clan and the glory he brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny.
To England!
England! For Valhalla!
Vielleicht kommen wir doch nicht so schnell wieder. Boah. Oh, 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 oh. Das sieht mir doch nach Out of Animus Action aus. Nice. Also. Ich hoffe, es baut nicht zu sehr auf den vorigen Teilen auf. Ich habe echt keine Ahnung von denen. Maybe hätte ich mich informieren sollen. Background Infos, Kontext. Oh ja. Mann, ich will auch einen Animus. Das wäre so geil. Aha. Das war, glaube ich, der Flügel.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever.
Dr. Circa went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean. How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Da liegen wohl Eivors Knochen.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
Axel's Daddy.
Get my tea?
Oh, mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Danke. Ich hab gar keinen Plan, was hier abgeht. Ich kann wieder Eivor spielen.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Da waren Abstergo die Bösen? Oh, Leute, ich glaube, ich sollte mich vom nächsten Part noch mal ein bisschen informieren.
That's quite nice. Soothing. Let's have a look.
Oh, lol. Ja, Ehre. Hey, ich will die Fotos angucken. Abstergo sind die den Anwendungs machen. Sieht schon ziemlich Premium aus. Ich weiß auch gar nicht, was die Leute gegen eine nonstop anwährende Nordlicht-Session so haben. So sieht doch locker totgeil aus. Ah, Leute. Limite seine montiertes CD. Ich gehe das jetzt hier einmal ein bisschen langsamer durch, dass ihr das lesen wollt mit Pause das lesen könnt, aber ich muss jetzt sagen, ich bin jetzt zu faul, hier 6 DIN A4 Seiten Text durchzulesen, Leute. Very sorry. Und zumindest jetzt gerade. Ich kann mir das ja auch nochmal in Ruhe durchlesen. Staff of Eden? Achso. Ich habe jetzt Angestellter von Eden gedacht und nicht Stab von Eden. Bisschen dumm. ISO Singularity, this stuff, one of the many ISO steps. Dicker, ein Original Heilungsstab? Damn! average human and ISO lifespan. Gibt's noch was anderes als Menschen? So ein extra Mechanismus bei der DNA-Replikation zur Fehlerbehebung. Premium. Es muss anscheinend noch irgendeine andere Rasse geben, die ich noch nicht kenne. Krass. Krass. Weil korrupte, das sind immer diese korrupten Files. Spannend. Gift and occurred. Ich raff überhaupt nicht, was hier abgeht, Leute. Ja, ganz nett. Wie gesagt, ich bin echt zu faul, gerade zu lesen. Wir können ja irgendwann nochmal einen Part machen, wo wir das alles ganz in Ruhe durchgehen. Normalerweise bin ich ja jemand, der sowas gerne liest. Aber come on, ihr habt mir gleich ein halbes Buch so zur Verfügung. Bin ich hier, um als Wikinger durch die Gegend zu schlachten.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Strange message broadcast from an unknown source north of the Arctic Circles. The message was broadcast for 9 days and then ceased. Spectrum analysis of the message revealed coordinates to a Norse gravesite in New England, USA. USA? Wie ist Ava denn dahin gekommen?
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, Bex, and Lucy that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
War Desmond nicht der Schwiegercharakter, der in Ezio und so eingetaucht ist? Ah!
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway. So, turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy... God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Okay. Falls mir irgendjemand erklären kann, was die ISO sind, wäre ich da sehr dankbar drüber. So, keine Ahnung, was da abgeht. Okay, wir haben den Rechner durch. Meine Güte. Weil jetzt so viel Input, so ich nicht mal...
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that. You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team? Maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Ach, Kacke, ich hab das Gefühl, da ist doch mehr Story.
Sean has been busy.
Story im Hintergrund gewesen, die ich doch hätte vielleicht mal irgendwie aufholen sollen. Ja, scheiße, egal. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. It was still nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit had gone. Got nothing stamped, so what is it? Cryptic sound file, voice unknown with a signal beneath it. The signal for the code led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a gravesite, a Norse warrior dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century, AD. A few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is a big news if we have it right. Questions remain. How did these bones get here and why? Noch kurz mit dir schnacken und dann geht's weiter. Ich hab gesagt, mit dir schnacken.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am. Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Ja, komm hier. Back to the action! Wo ich nicht ständig verwirrt werde von der Story. Uts.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead.
Nice.
Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
es war verwirrend. Es war irgendwo auch ein bisschen spannend, aber zumindest für mich jetzt gerade leider sehr verwirrend. Keine Ahnung, was da abging. Aber ich wollte mich mal ein bisschen informieren. Jetzt lad fertig!
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi! Dig in your oars! All standing!
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood! May Thor bless you all on your way! We will see you soon!
Sail on!
Yes! I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming.
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Dag. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
Hat ja nicht unrecht, also habe ich mich auch immer gefragt. Mir als Jesus würde es auf den Sack gehen, dass die ganze Zeit das Kreuz.
What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dag. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding, once we have settled. Come to, stop the boats. Pull up over there. Way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp. I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
Let's see you, old friend.
Spusten hier bitte.
Just be careful now.
Da ist Trescher. Ich dachte schon, ich kann ganz sneaky einfach nur schnell die Kette lösen. Aber er wohnt der Trescher.
This chain is huge and poorly anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
Bla bla bla, ja, schön. Titanium? Nice!
Done. Path is clear.
The chain is away! Hey, boys! Back to the boat! We should be closed. Barring any more surprises.
Aber krass, dass die das auch nicht interessiert hat. So, hey, Maul, komm zurück zum Boot! Hey. 5 Meter neben den Wachen zu. Ich hab nichts gehört. It's not my job.
Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba, and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dad?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and hat.
Ready to be remade. We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick. And ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, Dog. The ruins are not a warning. They're a testament. Look there, just ahead. Where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last! To find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find.
No. Let us get a closer look.
So ein Vögelchen. Scheint ja nicht, wohl nicht so gut gelaufen sein.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a guard. And if they are foes, then we fight them all, together. Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways?
Okay, ich krieg auf die Schnauze.
Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, Buckerhout, and draw your weapon.
Für Ehre!
Let's finish Athens now!
Oh, was für eine unehrenhafte Scheiße hier. Oha, Psych. Setzt alle rum, Hexe!
Let's be going now.
Die Waffe ist schon ziemlich träge. Tackle! Ah, okay. Die Morgensternwaffe ist schon ziemlich träge. Motherfucker! So, schlägt man zu. Geht doch die leichten Angriffe 1000-mal mehr Damage.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
I think this is clear. What do you say, darling?
Agreed.
Now.
Wait. Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses, and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I raked their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again, somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Thornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you.
Nice, erstmal neue Friends. Aber ohne rassistisch sein zu wollen.
From strangers into friends into family.
Weiter weg herkommen. Zumindest in diesen Zeiten so.
The others have arrived. Come.
Okay, haben wir jetzt mal eine Pause von den Cutscenes?
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
Krass, das ist ein Haus. Sieht definitiv gemütlicher aus als im Schnee.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build. Expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Nice.
Good work, my dear. And what else have you found?
Short
Yes,
notes,
countries.
mostly.
We
Scraps
could
of plans, old letters,
Nice.
a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
Okay, Leute, aber da ich ein paar Beschwerden gekriegt habe, dass die Parts ein bisschen lang am Stück sind, werde ich hier jetzt eine kleine Unterbrechung gleich machen, so nach einer knappen Stunde. Einmal kurz vorsichtshalber speichern, man weiß ja nie. Und dann sehen wir uns gleich wieder im nächsten Teil. Bis gleich.